Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to be showing you my bullet journal essentials. These are just what I personally think work well for me. I'm not telling you that you must have the same tools to create your spreads. Of course, all you really need is a pen and a notebook, but if you're like me and you like going the extra mile to make your bullet journal fun and pretty, please keep watching. A great way to start is a notebook for bullet journaling. Any notebook will do, especially if you're a beginner and you just want to see what it's all about. Feel free to try different notebooks until you find the one that you really like. I like to use a dotted notebook just because it makes it easier to divide the pages, and I like how the dots help me tidy up my handwriting a bit without being as controlling and distracting as lined paper. But there is no right or wrong way to do this. If you find that lined paper works best for you, then you do you. Second on my list are these dual brush markers. I really like these because they're so convenient. I like to use the thicker brush tips for writing headers and titles and colouring in, and then I like to use the fine line tips to draw or write regular text. These are just great if you want to use different colours when writing. They just make your page look a lot prettier. The fine line tips are also great for filling in your study log or any type of log that needs colouring in. Up next are fine liners. I especially like to use fine liners for doodling. My personal favorites are the 005 nib and the 03 nib. I really like these ones because they're waterproof, so they're great for when I have to go over the lines with colour. I also really like these brush pens with real brush tips. I'm not the best calligrapher and these can be quite tricky to use, but I really like the feel of the brushes, so I like to use these to write titles and cover pages and to colour in some drawings. I really like that these are blendable as well. You can even blend two colours like I'm doing right now to create a two-colour ombre effect, and it won't ruin the brushes. The next one is something that I can't live without, and it's correction tape. Sometimes I make a lot of mistakes in my pages, and this just helps me a lot with correcting errors without having to rip the entire page out. If you make a lot of mistakes, I highly recommend grabbing one of these. It will save your life. This next one is pretty basic, but it's something that I use quite often with my bullet journal, and it's a ruler. Any ruler will do as long as it works. I use this for making boxes for my monthly log, weekly log, my graph for my sleep log, little boxes for my habit trackers, basically everything that I want to make sure is neat. Another thing that I think is a perfect companion for my bullet journal are washi tapes. Washi tapes are great for easily brightening up a page. I like to print out pictures and then stick them on any dull page with a washi tape, and then it just instantly makes my page look a lot more interesting. And just an extra little tip for you, you can use this trick to cover up mistakes too. And finally, I've also been loving using sticky notes. I like to use them for pages that are not permanent, like meal planners, shopping lists, and to-do lists. It's such a great way to use a page in my bullet journal again and again, and I just feel like it saves me a lot of paper. And those are my bullet journal essentials. Again, I'm not telling you that you absolutely need these for bullet journaling. These are just my personal favorites, so yours might be different. If you'd like to share your essentials with us, comment down below. I love reading all of your comments. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And that's all for now. See you guys in the next video.